Happy Valentine's Day, as the message says. Did you do anything for Valentine's?
Beginning to be more inclined to do something because it feels like if you don't do anything, you get left out. And then, sometimes, uh, you just have to go with the flow. In this case, there's no need to resist. If everybody's doing something, well, just get on the bandwagon and do something too, right? Which somewhat draws me to a couple of things probably would want us to talk about. But before we get there, did you do anything? Have you done anything so far?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. So so if you are actually currently watching now, there are three things. You either did something yesterday, or you plan to do something this evening, or you don't give a damn.
Yeah,
I think that's the impression I get. And for me, well, I did a little something yesterday because again, like I explained, everybody is doing it. People probably have made plans for this evening. And people like yourself, Ghana, and correct me if I'm wrong, who just doesn't care.
yeah, yeah.
Is it that you don't care, or why is it that you don't feel like you need to do anything special today?
I've never been inclined to do anything. I don't. I really don't know why, but it's not something that has always impressed me. I understand maybe my partner might have a need for something to be done today, but yeah, maybe it's terrible on my part that I don't take this day very serious.
Mhm.
But I've never been inclined to do anything on Valentine's Day. Never.
So first question, what do you what do you think? Is Valentine's Day all about, well, is it more for men or for women?
It's
What
really,
do you think?
it's really a woman thing because I think it's mostly men who go out of their way to show their women that they love them. Uh,
Is Valentine's
a lot of women are beginning to do that, and it's happening the other way around, but it's nowhere as near. I mean, put it this way: a man will not feel bad if nothing is done to him on this day.
Mhm.
I'm not sure you can say that for majority of women. Usually, they will expect that something be done by the man to show that they love them. Most men I know could care less about Valentine's Day. But again, you are in a relationship. It's bi-direct. It's you know bi-directional. So you have to give something to receive something.
So is it, do you think there's an expectation that you should, if try to do what your partner likes to do or wants to do? So for example, if your partner is one who cherishes the things that happen on a day like this, do you think you should be the old dog that learns a new trick, or should you just say, well, I'm too old for this, so I'm not making any change?
Well, I think in general in a relationship you should try to do what makes your partner happy. And if today means going out of your way to do a gesture or something that will make your day, why not? Um, but you can also ask the same question of the partner. If today means going out of your way to ignore the things that others are doing, like most
So it's two-sided. Why is it one person needing to succumb? Why can't the
right
other? Yeah, I think that's the argument
that's
I would make.
trying to drive. But I think mostly it's men who are willing to go above and beyond and really will not care if they receive anything or not. I mean, in general, men do receive a lot of gifts from women. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, you're pretty correct. I think
I mean, the guys,
men
I of them will be pretty chill if nothing happened today.
most men wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care. They could
I
care.
don't think any man is sitting at home. You have to be an exceptional man to
Yeah.
be sitting at home today expecting or wanting something to happen, like wanting to get a surprise or wanting to get a
Right.
gift
Right.
or wanting the day to be special than ordinary. You would have to be an exceptional man to be expecting that today. Me personally, I didn't. When I
Yeah.
came back from work today, I wasn't expecting anything. Yes, I did I got something, which is nice that I could get it, but I wasn't coming home looking forward to being home to see what what's going on. No, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, but again, it's nice. That's something,
I
something.
cannot tell you how gynocentric our society is. Like, really, most things in our lives are geared to pleasing women.
Yeah.
Marketing,
Hmm.
all stuff, all of the shopping, if you go around shopping, all of the commercialization of Mother's Day, nowhere as near as Father's Day, or Women's Day, nowhere near as I mean the commercialization of Women's Day is nowhere as near as Men's Day. Do you know Men's Day is not popular? So yeah, so really our society is geared towards pleasing women, and it's just how they get men to spend money. Because left to their own devices, men will not spend their dime on any of these days.
Uh, that's pretty correct. A man would rather put that money on something else.
I'm something else,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, than and it's not about men being stingy. Again, women. Some people would misinterpret that to being stingy. You don't care enough about me to want to spend the
yeah,
little that you have on me, right? I've heard I've heard that conversation multiple times. But I think men are a little bit more pragmatic and more
yeah.
realistic, right? You're constantly thinking about what you have to do, so you're constantly creating a priority list in your head and putting things that are important on top. And unless most men, a day like this and the expenses that come with it, it's not a priority for them.
No,
Un-
it's not.
unless you are the woman who has told your man 2 days
And
2 days before the date and
yeah,
clearly state what your expectations are, unless there's going to be trouble.
yeah.
If you don't do this and this and this, or if I don't see this and this and this, then you're not getting it, or we are going to have trouble in this house. Unless you put your man in a position like that, most men would just not even remember.
It's just gonna be another regular day, nothing much, and that goes to tell you how much women influence us, because it was just a man's world. Like, again, not to repeat myself, but most men would not care. I mean, women will come into your life if you're sleeping in your mattress on the floor. Oh, you need a bed. Oh, you need a bed frame. Oh, you need this. So all those things that women bring to change your life, really, it talks to the influence that they have on our lives, and then
Mm.
you know expand that to the larger society. All these things are are really geared to helping you spend more money. And what better way for to help a man spend more money than to go through his wife and children?
And to spend it on the woman.
Yeah,
Fanny, thanks for watching. I think Fanny is watching and she left a message. She says, Valentine, again, this is speaking. Valentine are every day. If you are, wait, I think
they're in a good relation.
Valentine are every day if you're in a good relationship.
Yeah.
14th February is like any other day. I couldn't agree any less.
Some women think through the commercialization and the tie up that we have been through. Because just go if you went. I don't know if you went shopping today or you went to any grocery shopping. Valentine's Day is done. Now the target is Easter. So do you have
Yeah,
all these coming up, and they all geared towards getting you to spend your hard-earned dollar. You know, it was Christmas. As soon as Christmas is done, they already switch to Valentine's Day. As soon as today is done, they already switch to spring stuff, and they are already in looking towards Easter and summer.
I feel like every after 2 months, there's some
So they have
thing happening where people are trying to sell stuff and do all that.
they are trying to sell.
Um, so for those who value Valentine's Day, what do you think? I know you might not be, but again, you definitely probably have a comment to make. Is Valentine's Day only about romantic love, or is it a good occasion to celebrate friendship as well? Like, does it always have to be two people who are in love romantically, or is it something that happens? You could, show love to
Yeah.
friends and anyone.
Well, I just look at it as love. I love my parents. I love my siblings. I love my friends. So
But
I did share.
I mean, I guess you don't love me enough because I didn't get anything.
All that.
Or maybe I'm not your friend. I don't even know that. So,
That's
so what is it?
okay. So I won't go that far. I mean, yeah, I just sent a group message to my family, Happy Valentine's Day, and that was it, you know. But yeah, it's not something that I focus much on. No. Is it, I don't know, do you think it's just for lovers or
I mean, I get the impression that it's more for people, couples, lovers, relationships in the romantic sense. I
yeah,
think what I see most of the time it's that I don't I mean I've been on Facebook and social media today. I haven't really seen anyone say Happy Valentine's Day to their parents or put
yeah,
out their parents' pictures and say Happy Valentine's Day or say brother or sister type thing, right? It's always been, couples. Oh, my man, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my whatever, right? So I get the impression that is what it is geared towards. If you go back and even look at the story, if you, I don't know if it encompasses all relationships or if it's just specific to romantic. But I think nowadays it's just been romantic
yeah. And
relationships being celebrated.
that speaks to why people who do not have any Valentine's Day, they tend to post a message. I mean, they don't. They tend to think they don't have anything to do because, like you said, it's really geared towards having a romantic partner. Because these people, I mean, their messages mocking people who do not have anyone to share Valentine's Day with. But those people have parents and siblings and stuff like that. So yeah, you can make an argument, like you've made, that it's really a case for romantic relationships and not necessarily love in the wider context in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
think it's coincidental today that the day we pick to have a conversation, it's on a Valentine's Day, and then we have to talk a little bit about this.
it's been quite busy too. Today's Ash Wednesday too. So
Nobody's mentioning. Nobody is mentioning that. No, I could guarantee you that the only people. Well, I saw maybe one or two. One from us,
yeah,
which we put out through Idle Park, and then one from some person in Cameroon, and that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, so today is really a significant day. It's Ash Wednesday, it's Valentine's Day. If you're a football fan, Champions League was on today. Um, yeah, so quite a few things happening today. I'm sure people were busy. If you had to go to church, then come back and satisfy your romantic relationships, then have time for soccer if you're a soccer fan, and have time. And today's a work day too. So I'm sure I was busy today. And if you had kids that were going to school, yeah,
Yes, I think I heard from my kids, telling me it's Ash Wednesday this morning when
yeah,
they were heading out for school. Outside that, there's nothing else that I could see out there that could have reminded
yeah.
me that today was an important day for Catholic Christians, right? It's a big thing. Ash Wednesday is supposed to be a big thing for us, but again, coincides with Valentine's Day, and then everybody forgets. Again, we forget the more important things, and now we're all focused on Valentine's Day, and that was not the only thing that was happening today,
God
right?
forgive us.
He needs to forgive us, really. Yeah.
So I think that's it. For those who are celebrating Valentine's, all the best. We hope you guys had a wonderful day, or if you're yet to have one, I hope you can celebrate the love in your life.
People should go out and do something fun. Because others are not doing it doesn't mean you shouldn't. Because I am not a fan and I probably don't do much
Yeah,
doesn't mean people shouldn't. And the fact that I don't, if you ask me personally, I might not encourage you to do it. But again, your personal situations, your relationships. If your relationship warrants you to do something, my friend, do it. Because when trouble comes, I'm not going to be there to defend you, right? You have to be defending yourself
yeah.
on your own.
And you
So
have to live with your significant partner at home,
yeah.
so she's not gonna be happy that you forgot Valentine's Day. Maybe you should do a gesture. Yeah. It might be getting late, but you have a few more hours to make a move.
But really, it's not late. If it's not late, if you've been to the stores or the shop today, there's flowers. There's little treats that you could get. So if you're on your way back from work and you didn't think about it, stop by Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever you stop for shopping. Stop there, get something, come home, save yourself from the trouble that will befall you if you come home empty empty-handed. So do something.
Before before we skip to the next topic, do you agree with the people who say it's the thought that counts? It's not necessarily the gift.
Well, yeah, I am definitely one of those who would make who would make that argument. I think um gestures and gestures outside gifts, because when you say gestures, people think it has to be, you have to go get me something. I could just be nice. I could really be nice on this day and make you feel special without really giving you anything, right? Just giving you myself. I think we could definitely do, just making our time to come sit down with you and have some conversation, that or helping you out, do something that would typically be something that you would do. I 100% would support that. So I think it's the thought, calling someone and wishing them happy Valentine's Day is good enough. It
Right.
doesn't need to it doesn't need to come that doesn't need to come along with a
Yeah.
gift, right?
The friend sent us and she said she received her gifts and she was so happy. Valentine's Day taste.
uh,
That's
I see a patient. So you are the people out there pushing this agenda. I know, I'm just kidding, but good for you though. Good for you. That good for your man. Good for your man. That
okay. Last is sex a gift for Valentine's Day?
uh again. How different is it from the other days? I think that is because Valentine. I think the thing is, it has to be special. How special is it
It's
today
probably the
than
same on the same time of the day and the same person,
it's
not
not a
different.
gift? Is it a gift?
All those men or women who are planning to give sex as a return gift for the gift that the partner got them, that's not a gift. You heard it from us.
Yeah, it's not a gift. No, don't sit anywhere and argue that you gave your partner sex as a gift for Valentine's Day. No, it's not a gift. If you're married, it's an obligation. So you can't do perform an obligation and think you're being nice. You're not being nice. That's something that you should be doing. It's your responsibility to provide sexual satisfaction to your partner, right? To your wife. Again, if you're married, if your boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe you don't do it often, and then the one time you choose to do it, you can say, okay, this is my gift to you. Well, that is on you. But if you're married, it's an obligation, it's a responsibility. So you can't claim it's a gift. No,
So it's not a gift.
not.
Okay. You guys heard it. So it's not a gift. Okay. Okay, that's it for Valentine's Day. We have another.
Someone said, and this is funny. Fanny said, changing the location where sex happens could be a gift, and that is a tricky. That's tricky. Is it changing the location from the bedroom to the kitchen,
To the,
or from the bedroom to the living room, or is it changing the location like from Calgary down to the Bahamas?
yeah. Well,
Right?
her focus is on the change, but my focus is on the sex. It's still the
Go ahead. You're saying something, and I
yeah.
sorry.
Fanny is focusing on the change of scenery. You can change the scenery, but it's still the same sex. Hopefully, you're not changing partners. So it's,
But isn't that what is going to make it different? Especially because I don't know whether sex in the bedroom and
that,
sex
that,
in the living room is different.
no,
It's the same thing.
that makes it special, or they're going to a new place that makes it special, not necessarily the act itself.
Okay.
I think that's what adds value to it.
Yeah. And again, mm. Okay. I don't want to talk about the implications of that statement, because I think even when you talk about scenery or you talk about location, it comes with cost too, right?
That's why it makes it more special because you want to get the most out of your money.
Yeah.
You know, so your money is valuable. No, isn't that people? Anyway, let's not go there. Anyway, patience is sex should not be a thing today. Right. That's not a gift. Sex is not a gift for Valentine's Day.